and welcome to another Somerset Real Ale review. Got another great beer here today from the RCH Brewery. It's the PG Steam. Now, I've had a lot of these beers on cask because they're the nearest brewery to me, about 5 minutes away. So obviously most of the pubs around here have got at least one of their beers on, but one of my nearest pubs has this on all the time. So I'm very glad to be able to say I've drunk quite a few of these on cask. But it's my first bottle. It's a brown 500ml bottle, plain gold cap on the top. But they're a really good brewery, I enjoyed, well, like I say, many of these beers, and most of the bottles that I've had so far have been fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to this one. It's a bitter, but it's got, I mean, on cask, it's got some fantastic, real hoppy notes on it, hoppy flavours. It's 4%, so I mean, great session ale, fantastic session ale. Anyway, let's pop it open. Tiny little bit of smoke on the opening there. I think it is bottle conditioned, this one, so looking for a good. Oh, didn't need that last bit of stirring up that I gave it there. Coppery to golden in colour. It's got just over a 2 finger off-white head made up of all sorts of different sized bubbles there. Not really much carbonation in there, but then there isn't on the on cask either. Let's get the nose in. Very floral, very floral. Let's kind of stir it up a bit. You kind of get the citrus, but it's mainly overpowering, beautiful floral aroma. I'd say maybe a elderflower, possibly. Almost smells like a florist shop. That is a very inviting flavour, that. I mean, perhaps I poured a bit too much in there, but you can see that's the conditioning is just immense on that. Well, I'm going to dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah. You get a lovely floral taste straight away. Rounded off by a nice bit of bitterness in the mouth. So I've just realised this video is really light. I adjusted the white balance of it, and I'm probably looking a bit pale in it, to be honest, but the beer's the important thing. Let's get another sip of this. Yeah, it's a very citrusy, but I'd say possibly lemony, lemon peel, very bitter, very hoppy, pardon me, but there's more carbonation in there than there is on the cask. On cask it's not very carbonated, but obviously that's because of the bottle conditioning of the beer. I say bottle conditioning, but I'm presuming it is. Let's pop a bit more in there, shall we? I mean, before I do, look, you see the lacing on the side of the glass there. That spells out quality to me, really does. Right, I'll read you the bottle in a moment. Oh yeah. It couldn't be big enough, could it really? It says bottle condition on the back there. I've had a few already tonight, so you can forgive me for that, can't you? Bottle conditioned best bitter. PG Steam is a complex multi-layered ale that has a floral hop aroma with medium bodied hop. Bitter taste with some fruit and sweetness. Named after Paul Davy and brewer Graham Dunbaven, PG Steam was the first beer brewed at the new brewery using steam to heat the copper. PG Steam is a bottle conditioned beer and therefore contains live yeast. If preferred, allowed to settle before pouring. I love the fact that they give you the choice on there, because I like the conditioning. I like to drink it. It's just choice. But I mean, bottle conditioned, if you don't know, what the brewer does is put some yeast in the bottle, and then it's the second fermentation in the bottle, so you can age it. Although with hoppy beers I wouldn't recommend aging them for too long because you can lose some of the flavours. But the yeast adds to the carbonation and the flavour if aged over a certain amount of time, which is great, really. RCH Brewery, West Hewish, Weston-super-Mare. Interestingly, I've just noticed on there, I don't know whether you can see that, it says Western-super-Mare. Which, I mean, I know they don't bottle this at the brewery, and that's a spelling mistake, which is bizarre. I can't believe they've made that mistake and nobody's noticed that. But it should be Weston, not Western. But there you go, still a great beer. Yeah, I mean, they say it was brewed at the new brewery. Well, they used to brew in Burnham-on-Sea, which is down by Bridgewater. And they moved to Weston-super-Mare near me because it's obviously the hotel where they were brewing in Burnham wasn't big enough, and this is obviously the first beer they produced there. Traditionally brewed by RCH Brewery in the West Country. Wow, fantastic! I mean, I love this brewery, and it's a shame. I've noticed a lot of my videos from this brewery don't get many views because I think people haven't heard of it. I know it's my closest brewery, but they really have got a great range of beers. westcountryales.co.uk sell their entire range, and I strongly recommend that you get hold of some of these beers, because I can't give this brewery enough praise. I think they're fantastic, really good beer brewery. On the picture there, that is obviously to complement the fact that they were in Burnham-on-Sea. That is Burnham, or Barrows, which is just down the road from Burnham. That's the lighthouse, which is on the beach just there. So that's just to complement obviously the fact that they were in Burnham. They still like to hold their roots with Burnham-on-Sea, which is fantastic. Great history, you know, I'm all for it. I think this is a lovely beer. I could drink this all night. In fact, I do. If I go down to the pub locally down to me, I will drink this all night, and I think it's a great session ale. I'm going to whack the sediment in, because that's what I like to do. It's personal choice. If you don't like the taste of it, once you try it, you'll realise whether you like it or not. I personally love the sediment in a beer. Some beers I have learnt not to do it with, but if you're lucky like me, you'll do it with beers that you can get again, and this is one of them. I can get this. It's obviously really easy for me. 5 minutes away, I can get it whenever I want it. Let's have another taste with the sediment in. You can see slightly cloudy now. Still hold on to that copper colour. Nice bittery, proper traditional bitter, English bitter colour. But let's see what the mouth feels like on it. Yeah, now it's made it a lot more creamy. It's got more of a medium bodied mouthfeel on it now, which again is great. I love this beer. Really love this beer. Great session ale. Like I say, please go to West Country Ales and try some of their beers, because they're great. I reviewed most of them now. but there's still a few more to do. Brilliant brewery. This is going to get... It's going to have to get another 9 out of 10 from me. I know it's the third one of the night with a 9, but I can't give it any less because it really is a great session ale. Really good session ale. The only other one from this brewery, now I will post a link to the brewery from this review, is the Hewish IPA. They don't do it in a bottle, and I don't know why, because that is just one of the best beers I've ever tasted. I've had it on cask a few times and it is absolutely immense. But this is a very good ale, very good ale. Like I say, 9 out of 10 for this one. That's the PG Steam from RCH. They're bitter. Try it, you'll like it. Thanks for watching. Love to see your comments. If you've got any comments on this beer, although probably nobody will watch it because nobody knows anything about this brewery, but really, honestly, try it. If you watch this, try it. It's really good. Pardon me. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.